EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a throw here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, Jackson. Jackson hit and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 49 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Graham, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another loss.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens.
From the 17, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5.
Jackson now. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action now. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And Graham on the ground. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Jackson on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Graham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Graham. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team.
And the Raiders have got him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
And it's third down.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 46-yard.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out. in the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And this is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw again is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Graham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. on 2nd and 9. Jackson. And Graham's got it. Complete. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. It's Jackson. The quick slant caught.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, and now they're going to fake it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this one's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Ravens 23.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down, Ravens.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
29. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener.